Hello everyone, and welcome to a very special series about passion in the workplace. A series that is putting human back in human capital. Our guest today heads the HR for one of the most admired companies in the world. Joe Shalouhi is the regional head of HR for GE MENA. Joe, thank you very much for being here.
Hey, thank you. It's good to be here.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. Good to see you again.
I'm really excited to talk to you for many reasons. I mean, we've come across each other on many conferences and events. We're talking about HR, and I like your innovative approach. And you definitely work for one of the most, if I may say, old school companies in the world, but yet one of the most cutting edge technologically companies in the world. How are you able to merge this together in the context of, obviously, passion?
No, I think it's good. Look, it is a 130-plus-year-old company. You know, it is 340,000 people worldwide. So really, to really induce passion in a company as big as this is really becoming very crucial. Because it is becoming the foundation of everything we do. We need to make people relax. We need to make them happy. Moreover, we're getting a strand of millennials coming in who really want to see something different. And today, when we speak about something different, is that what does that really difference entails, right? So, in the past, when we used to go and hire, we would look at people who've been in companies for years, or who've got a long tenure in a company, and that's really a ticking successful sign. They show loyalty. We really bring them in. But today, it's really no longer the case. And we really beginning to understand is that you don't need to be in a company for 10 years to really to be loyal. And millennials today, they want 2-3 years, and they want something new and something different, something innovative. So this has really, one of the reasons led us to understand that we need to really begin to change the way we do things, our culture, the way we run things, the way we work, and how we really begin to work on the future and how we really induce digital into the world of GE.
So in the context of training and development, how does what you just mentioned impact the training and development strategy in the company?
We're into, and we've always been into heavy equipment. We've been into heavy machines, be it in our healthcare business with our digital equipment and imaging, aviation business through our jet engines or turbines and power. So, in the past it was really just technical, and now we're really infusing it with, technical and really commitment, technical and really change of behavior, technical and really passion and happiness. So we're really beginning to create that new that new environment, that new atmosphere, and training has really evolved as well. So our head of training, or headquarters in training in Crotonville in New York, is that we really reimagined the whole training modules to really begin to look on what are the things that we've been doing for so long, we're beginning to get rid of those or modifying them and really bringing them up to the 21st century level of training we really want.
And how are you able to change that from a momentarily task type thing into an actual culture? Because it's very easy to bring people into training, and I personally hate that terminology because I think it's dying out, but the reality is we have to use it until we find better terminology, and now it's becoming development. So we say training and development, and we say learning and development. But all of that is great, but it needs to be sustainable. So how do you convert that into a culture that continues? And then with such a turnover of employees, you say people coming for 2-3 years, well, you're losing a lot of talent and you're using a lot of learnings. How are you able to transfer that knowledge?
Yeah, that's a great question. Look, today, in a company as big as GE and any other company, when you drive something, you drive it really, the tone from the top is really, really important. So today we're moving from a culture of ratings to, for example, a culture of no ratings. We take an example. When we see that happening really at the top, and we see that's a way of survival, and we see that we need to begin to let go of a lot of things that got us to where we are today, but not necessarily going to get us to where we want to be tomorrow, we're really beginning to drop that. We've reimagined our Session C, which our famous people review. We dropped our ratings. We're looking at how to do things a bit more simpler. We've looked at our GEOS and our employee surveys, now to really simplify that, and we no longer do it every 2 years. So we're really changing a lot of things that we've been doing in GE for the past 40, 50, 60 years. So when you drive, it's just a culture change. It's really based on data from inside. It's based on market data, and it's really based on the kind of culture that we want to drive a company to survive in the 21st century. So it's something that all employees buy into because it's something that they see it's really important. Now, does it happen to everybody? Not necessarily, but does it happen in the majority? Yes, because they see it as a number one, a way of survival. Less focus and less dependency on machinery today, now that it's become a lot more advanced and more on behavior and people. So we really launched in GE our new sets of behavior, replacing our old values, and it's really about you, and it's about the person, it's about how they do things and how they think about things. So we're seeing a little shift there as well. And also we're seeing that it's really bringing in a happy environment. We understand today that, they stay with us for 2-3 years. I'm talking mainly about the millennials. But, surprisingly enough, they always come back. So we always have our doors open to them.
So interesting here about mentioning the happiness and the whole passion area. And that's an area that's close to my heart, obviously. How do you instill that passion and happiness, and how do you also compare it at a level from recruitment? So when people are coming in, how do you measure, are they the right people for us that have the right level of passion?
Look, I think, when you speak about, passion, when we speak about happiness today, really today, for me, it's a cutting edge of, of stability. And what do people want? They want a purpose, they want clarity, and they really want to feel that they've really been recognized and appreciated. So if you can really combine those three things, you got the person committed for a very long time, and then they really don't have to really work for the rest of their lives. If they wake up every morning and they say, you know what, I'm working in the best company in the world. This is the best job I've ever had, and I'm really looking forward to go to work. You really don't have to really work at all anymore. So, we've been not looking at it wrong globally or for a very long time, but now we're beginning to look at it differently, to say, hey, how can we really do that for you? So it's a combination, and that's why we got this change of, we've been playing a new behavior set, a set of behaviors, which is on the GE beliefs. That's why we sort of, getting rid of the ratings, and it's becoming a two-way thing with real-time feedback both way through the whole year. So we're changing a lot of things in the company to really infuse passion with performance, with commitment, with satisfaction.
I like the passion and performance.
Yes.
So, and I've done some passion work actually at GE, and I have to say it was pretty much one of the most impressive group of people I've worked with, because they already came on a high level of passion. I only took them further, but you can tell there's a culture there. What is the secret, in your opinion, to having that culture?
Look, if you look at the product or the business that we do, right? What do? We got healthcare, we save lives. We've got aviation, we make sure that people arrive safely. We've got turbines and power and energy, we light up the city, and with our water business as well. So, and we got transportation, so we really sort of move products safely from one area. So when you really got these really crucial, life-saving, important products that you're selling that are making a difference in people's lives, it just gives you that really sense of really happiness as well, that content, that, hey, I work in healthcare, I'm saving lives. Hey, I work in aviation, I'm making sure that our jet engines are cutting edge. So it really gives that. So that's really one. And two, GE is a meritocracy. Everyone helps one another. It's a great culture to work with. It's a walking university. And everybody is valued. Everybody is treated fairly. Everybody has got an opportunity to grow and to develop and to learn. Equally, irrespective of where or how or where are you from. So when you have that reinforced over and over again with cutting edge technology, with the major culture shift that we're seeing today, more on behavior, and GE turning to become more of a digital industrial company, I'll speak about that a bit later, you've got really the ingredients for people to define their purpose and their commitment and their clarity and their passion.
I love this. And I'm going to push back a little bit, because now if I was employed, I'd be scared, because you're talking about all this technology, and the only thing I could think about is my job is being replaced by a machine. and you're okay liking the fact that I'm okay leaving in 2 years. My worry is you're going to fire me in 2 years because the machine is cheaper than me.
Yeah.
How are you tackling that?
Yeah, no, and that's also a great question. Look, I think that if we move too fast, we're going to really lose that human touch. And we've already probably seen it, unfortunately, happening. Particularly with the digital evolution that we've seen over the past 5 to 10 years. But it is really extremely important that, you embed that human touch, in a company culture. So we really encourage, in classroom development or learning, we encourage the people to connect as much as possible. We encourage people to really move away from telepresence or conf calls and be together in the same room. So whenever we get that chance, we really do encourage that face-to-face interaction. But today, with cost and travel and T&L and time, but would human be replaced one day? Look, I know there's a hotel in Japan open up that's only been manned by robots, the first one ever. But I think, no, we'll still need that. But yes, we are really evolving in a very scary way. And if we look at the GE journey today, to move to an industrial digital company where you have all the machines talking to one another, that is really kind of scary. We will still need talent, we will still need people, but certainly at a different level.
I love it. Thank you very much. That's a great way to conclude, and I'm sure our viewers enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Great.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Cheers. What do you think? I would really love to hear your opinion. Please do share your comments with our Passion community on the blog below. And if you found this episode valuable, please do share it and spread the love. And if you would like to get more tips, tools, techniques, and exclusive interviews that will help you on your passion journey, go to Moustafa.com and subscribe to Passion Sundays. Until next episode, live passionately. Passion.